Hello everyone and welcome back to Cities by Steven. You're talking to Steven. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, please hit that subscribe button, get that bell notification on too, so you don't miss out on the next episode of Brockton County, an Ontario themed city. And make sure to hit the like button. The like button helps the channel a lot. And get that bell notification on because I do have a special project upcoming and you don't want to miss out. So that bell notification will let you know. You'll probably first find out about it somehow on the channel, either through an Instagram post, so follow me on Instagram too. Or a community post or something like that. So, without further ado, what's going on in today's episode? Well, we are going up north in the city or region to the community of Dean Hills, a small town that we built up a long time ago. But we left something open for future, use, future development. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Is we're going to be looking at that future planning use that we planned out a long time ago. I really like Dean Hills. Dean Hills is a really nice community. It was a good kind of practice to for some small towns as well for Fort Prairie episodes coming up. And yes, I think we're gonna put like a Costco out there, like the Hypermarket. I think that kind of makes sense. It's right off the highway, a lot of open land. We're gonna be also developing the suburb out that way, a bit more of like a modern expansion of the small town of Dean Hills, because there's a big train station there, so I'm thinking that would be a nice spot for a developer to build. And there's always plain mitosis in these intros. So what did we do last episode? Well, last episode we built up the Brockton Bluffs, a national park that is free to enter. Nice little community, has a nice cafe on the bluffs. What a lovely place to go walk around, explore, see nature. And we also revised the trains as well with the last few minutes of the episode. So without further ado, let's hop out and look at Dean Hills. Whoa. Dean Hills is all the way over here, little community with a weird helicopter stop. It was just a part of the airport build that we just wanted to see how the helicopters would work. And is anyone using this? One person is using it to get all the way down to the port right now. That's where they're going. This I'm recording this right after last episode, so the trains are still figuring themselves out after all our revisions. So don't worry about it. Like I've mentioned before on Monday's episode, there's a lot of weird stuff going on with the city that I'd never changed. That's happening. Like all of the train stations have intercity trains on, intercity buses. Some paths are missing. I think maybe one of my mods has changed or something. Anyways, lots of funky things happening, and this episode is going to be the fourth last for a little while at least. Next go through will be the last week for Brockton County, and then we'll focus on Fort Prairie for a good amount of time, and we'll come back to Brockton County for like a week every now and then or something like that. But I really want to start diving deep into Fort Prairie now that it's really starting to get into the downtown build and everything like that. Cool infrastructure projects, and the city is pretty large. We're almost at 140,000 people, so I think it's a good time to end the series. Plus, a special project. So this is Dean Hills, community with some good little bus network through it, some commercial zones, a nice high school with a good sports complex attached to it, just a little residential community. Here is the kind of the vibe. It's got an office in it as well, which is nice. Post office, library. It's got everything. It's even got a highway patrol. It's even got a post sorting facility with nothing around it. So over here on this highway interchange that we built, we planned out for something out here a long time ago, and that's what we're going to be doing today. Looking at the topography here, it's not challenging per se, but I think what we can do is we can level it out a little bit. So let's just grab this height. Yeah, there we go. And I'm just going to bump it out a little bit, and then we'll smooth it around just so we can get some fun suburban kind of feel to this area. There we go. Just level that out, and then I'm just going to grab this road and we're just going to bump it down a little bit. Oh, it's still a bit too high. There we go. Okay, so we're at the right height. And we can probably get this to be a 4-lane road right here. So why don't we just upgrade that right now? Where is it? Right here. There we go. So I'm thinking the hypermarket's gonna be out here. And why the hypermarket? Well, you know, sometimes when you're driving along these small towns, you see like this massive Costco or something, and I think that could be really nice. I think we'll place it right over here, right by the highway, right by the train station, for some good sight lines of the Costco sign. So let's go with this road here, and we'll just kind of meander this one off. And we're gonna start with these main roads first, and then we'll kind of look at everything else. So now that we've got this road over here, let's go with a straight road, and I want to make sure that this road is in line with the highway right here, and then I'll just connect up with that. And we definitely need to clean this up. There we go. So we got that one. The Costco is going to go over there, but what's going to go over here? Well, I'm thinking some more suburbs, so we'll try to find that contour line. I can kind of see it. It might be a little bit difficult for you all to see it, unfortunately. There we go. We can kind of see that the height's changing. And then I'll cut this one out over here. And yeah, why don't we just bring it out to like that, to like there, and then I'll connect that up, and I'll just clean up this curve. Yeah, that works. Just a little suburb, you know? My dog's going crazy downstairs. Sorry if you can hear him. And we'll just get a little cut through right there. And I don't think we're going to get much more going out this way. Maybe we can... No, I think we can just leave it as a bit of a cul-de-sac, honestly. And right through here, why don't we just try to bump it out? We'll use some straight roads, and we'll bump it out to about 8 units. And then another 8 units. Just like that. Go with 8 again. Down, and then we'll just kind of continue this out to over here. And every 8 I will bring this down. So the suburb is, you know, rather structured on this side. Now let's bring it out farther. And then we'll have the Costco over there. Yeah, and then we'll just connect it up so the street's a little bit off, but I think we'll be fine from here on out. And let's check out the topography on this side. Okay, so it looks like we kind of chose the end properly, just by accident, really. And I know that the streets are a bit off, but that is okay with me. And we'll end that one there. And there we go, a nice little suburb right through here. Hypermarket. We'll get a school in here. It's pretty much just a cul-de-sac, really. But I'm thinking right at the end here we can get a bridge to connect. So why don't we go with that? Let's get a nice classic pedestrian bridge. I'm actually going to use the amusement park bridge, actually. I think that that's a nice one. So right from here. So I think we'll go from... We'll try to find the appropriate height first for this. Let's try 7 meters first. Click it in right here. That's pretty good. All right. And then what I'll do is we'll just... Should we just bring it right down, something simple, or should we try to do like a... Yeah, why don't we do this? We'll just bring it right down to the ground, and then we'll bring it over, like so, just like that. And then what I'll do is I'll curve it like so that we're right there. And then we'll raise this part up a little bit. That's pretty nice. And then right through here, this can just be a very simple connection down. Just click home. Yep, there we go. And then what I'll do is I'll just take this end node right here. And actually, you know what? We can probably just make this a bit of a cul-de-sac. Okay, ground level. Let's turn collision off really quickly. It's 12 units. That's fine. Yep. Okay, let's turn collision back on before we forget. And yeah, there we go. So I'm thinking right on this side here. Yeah, this is part of the hill, so we'll leave that. You can probably get like a park or something to help people walk across, but I think this will be helpful for this suburb here. And should we get anything else over on this side? I don't think so. I mean, people can walk through this roundabout to get under, so I wouldn't be too concerned. At least I believe they can. Let's just take a quick peek with that. Yeah, they can technically. So we can get that to show by going with a upgrading this just one portion to a road with no parking. Actually, this one should probably be 2 lanes, shouldn't it? This entrance. Yeah, there we go. Now we can see the crosswalk. So people can technically walk across, which is nice. Yeah, so let's turn the zoning off of these roads that we don't want zoning on, because it's going to affect the rest of it. Zoning can go off of this one as well, but it doesn't really matter that much. And then we'll prioritize newer roads, and we'll just click it right in here, and here, and here. So we get some nicer lots. Okay, so that works. This is kind of the main entrance here, so I think we'll get some shops. Yeah, that's nice. We'll try to prioritize them right through here as well. Okay, that looks clean enough to me. So let's find that hypermarket. I think it's in the unique buildings section. Is it in here? No, it's not. I'm sure I could just type it in, but I think I would like to look at all these once again, just to make sure there's nothing that I'm forgetting. Oh, you know what? I forgot to put Lungs of the City in the park yesterday, so why don't we do that over here in today's episode? Where the heck is it? Is it in Landmarks? Hypermarket. Okay. So we'll put it right here. I'm going to need to recenter that perfectly, sorry. We'll pull it back a little bit as well. And we're going to try to respect this asset a little bit. So it looks... Is that the loading bay in the back end here? It looks like it probably should be. So we're going to try and just clean this up a little bit. I don't like moving, nowadays at least, I don't like moving pre-built infrastructure in order to accommodate things, but I think in this case we can make an exception. Okay, so we'll go with an industrial road. We'll go with the 1 unit 1 because I think that's going to be a little bit easier to manage. And we'll turn off our guidelines, and what I'm gonna do, oh, and snapping, I guess, is we're just going to come right along the side here. We're gonna build right over top of the asset a little bit, just like that. And yeah, okay, so if that is the loading bay, it's fine. Let's put a fence along the edge here too. Should we just go with the sound barrier? Well, it gets the zoo fence, but it looks like a sound barrier. Yeah, and you can see the Costco sign, so I gotta make sure that we can see the Costco sign from this side. So you're driving along and you're like, oh my god, it's Costco, I missed it. And you gotta go all the way down to here to turn around and then come back. Maybe we can get like a hiking trail or something that you can turn around at later on. Okay, so we got that in place. Might as well get the water in now so I don't forget again later on. So we'll just bring it down to here, bump it down over to here, really roughly, really fast. Don't want to waste too much time. Okay, looks like we're gonna need a bit more actually. I don't think this pipe actually connected. Let's see. Oh, is snapping that's why. Okay. Node snapping was off. But it looks like it's all good, so all good. All right, so yeah, it's pretty nice. I think we need more parking, but let's get the road in first. So I think I'm just gonna need to actually move this down a little bit to about here. Let's bring it out a bit farther. And then we'll just connect it up. Let's turn our guidelines on so we maintain a clean connection point like that. And then let's also bring this one out a little bit farther. Just a little bit farther. To about there. And then we'll bring this one down. It's a bit... I'd rather it connect like right up in here. So we can do that. And then I'll try to fill in the rest of this area with parking lots. It looks like the garbage trucks would come through here. So you could probably drive down this side. Garbage trucks, loading bay. This is a tight squeeze for the loading bay. But I don't see another loading bay along the outside here, so it must be here. So the trucks would have to really, you need to be a really skilled driver. So, all right, let's get these parking lots through here. Let's go with the 2x10. Okay, let's start on this side. I think we'll be able to fit in both of these. Yeah, we can reposition these momentarily. Just so the sign, there's no parking on the sign here. Just like that, that works. And then right through here, I think we just get one 2x10. I think we should be fine. Yeah, I'm gonna realign these though so that they're in line with this one. And maybe we should do the same thing with these ones as well. All right, and we can always look to fill out the rest of these, like these little corners here. But I think what we'll do is we'll just kind of add some green to this area, and we'll just add in like a nice tree or two, you know, or three, just to help give it some greenery. And then we'll just pay this in actually. And then right here too. All right. It's a nice little Costco plaza. Let's get some more shopping through here. Oh, you know what? It looks like I think I'd rather have zoning on this road. So let's prioritize older roads. No. Turn zoning off of that one. Is this a newer road? Ah, okay. Yeah, so let's actually make a bit of a district here. And this is Dean Hills. I believe I want a different district for this. So Maple Park. All right, why don't we call it generic suburb 1? No, we'll call it ooh, I don't know. Dean, since it's Dean still. Dean something. Dean Hills, Dean Flats. And what I really want is I want districts, district policies on here. So I want the organic and local produce. And I was thinking maybe we could get the self-sufficient housing over here. Yeah, why not? Let's do it. And we can always pull in the Dean district, Dean Hills district, if we don't want that in some places. So before we get too crazy, and I remembered, let's grab a bus line through here. So we'll just grab a bus stop right here, and it'll swing down to here. And then we'll get it to come all the way over into here. And then back over on this side. And we'll get another stop right here and right there. And do we really need another one? Yeah, I think, but we'll get this one to run from just this kind of downtown corridor here to the train station. Yeah, looks like we already have some bus stops. So this one, we'll get it to stop right over here. Why not? So we'll get it to come down the downtown street here. I don't think we were having any bus stops here. Oh no, we do have a bus stop here. Okay, so we're good. We'll get it to stop right here, and then we'll get it to come right back. And we'll just kind of mirror. Ooh. This one will stop right here then, and then right in there. So just some quick little bus lines. I'm not going to worry too much about what's going on with them, but we'll give them a quick little look. So it's going to be bus line 89, I guess. Oh, 91. Okay, looks like they're all messed up. So if I sort it by name, we might be able to. Ooh. Bus line 90, 91. Okay, so 90, we'll just make it a different color. We'll make it that color. And bus line 91 we can keep blue. So 90 is the one that just does a quick little loop around here. Let's just get 2 buses. I think we should be fine there. And then bus line 91. We have 91 bus lines in the city. Holy moly shamoly. 5 buses. That's also probably too many. Let's get 3. Okay, so we got the hypermarket in place. Let's get some commercial going. Now that we got what we're looking for in here. Let's get that. We can do that right there. Let's turn off zoning on these roads. Okay, and we'll get just a couple shops through here. I think we can get shops like all the way through here. So why don't we just try and change the size of some of these up as well. I think that might end up looking nice if we do that. And then we'll get another one right over here. I don't mind doing these smaller ones for this build, because I'm pretty sure the assets for the commercial are pretty neat, at least to say the least. So let's go with some education here. So let's go with yeah, let's just stick with the normal elementary school. Why not? And we can place this right here, and we'll get a little playground around it as well. Let's go with the parks here. Small playground. Yeah, that works. And then if we go right into here, we can probably grab a bit more parking as well. I'll place that down, and then I'll just rotate it like so. And yeah, let's bump it down right to there. I'll just grab some pavement really quickly, fill that in, and then we'll run a quick little fence around it. So we'll go with the wooden fence, farm fence. Let's go with farm fence. And we'll go from right here over, and then here's the schoolyard. All right, very nice. Really simple little suburban rural high school, elementary school. And do we have a high school in this town? We do have a high school in this town, and we're open. So why don't we actually grab that bus line that was coming over here? That was for the train, and we'll grab another stop, and we'll just drag it to the high school. So then high school students can grab that bus to go to the high school. Okay. So let's add a clinic in here. I'm not sure what the clinic situation's like. We have one. Let's get another one. Let's go with the more modern looking one, and we'll kind of use this lot here for this. Let's go on this side actually, and we'll just recenter it. just like that. And then we'll just try to clean up the concrete a little bit. That works. Not perfect, but you know, it works. And then right on the other side here, let's just get some shops. Let's just clean it up like that. So it's just like one right behind it. I think that might actually be a little bit nicer. And then we could always run either a fence behind it or like a path, but let's go with a fence. And then let's go with some commercial right through here, and then we'll get our first bit of residential right through here. Let's get a path right here. That just screams to me that it needs to be a path, right? Let's go with the zoo path with decorations, the best one. And okay, so we're good there. We don't need a high school like we said. Let's get a library though. I don't know if this town has a library. Library. There is a library. Okay, so we're probably good for that. We don't need a church. I don't think that's gonna really stick with the theme. We're good here. We got clinic, fire coverage. We're pretty good. So we don't really need another one. Let's go look quickly at the healthcare tab again. So what's the death care situation like? We have a small church, so why don't we get a graveyard out this way? Or yeah, looks like this town needs a graveyard. Let's place it right here. Up the hill a little bit. That's pretty nice. And then I'll just try and flatten it out a little bit better. Whoa, that's a little bit too crude, isn't it? All those sharp angles. So I'll just try and level it out. Just like that. And then we'll just come back and we'll smooth out these edges here. Alright, that's fine. And then we'll get some more residential right through there. And alright, I think I'm gonna get some paths going up the hill as well. Okay, so I wanted to get some more healthcare items in here though. So the childcare center, I don't think there's one for Dean Hills, so why don't we get that in place over here? That's a bit too close to the highway. Let's place it, trying to get as much coverage as possible. So it looks like we need to use this block right here. We can probably actually get another road through here as well. Elder care, I don't think there's an elder care out this way as well. So why don't we also get that? And we can get this one right here. Or why don't we use the kind of cul-de-sac here for that? That's nice. And then we'll get grab this bus stop and we'll actually just pull it into here for convenience. Okay, so let's grab those roads again and let's just try and clean it up a little bit. And we'll add to it. So bring this one out to about here. Bring this down. Oh, wrong road anyways, so I don't mind changing this up, but let's go from here. I don't want to delete that building. I'm going to pause the game, and then I'm going to go to zoning adjuster. I'm going to take zoning off this road. So hopefully that building doesn't get deleted. Yeah, that's nice. And then what I'll do here is I'll just grab this and we'll rotate it. So let's actually rotate it the other way. So this whole block is actually going to be this childcare center. Yeah, there we go. And then we'll just probably just try and add a couple trees in here to kind of fill in the blanks. This blank space. Pretty nice. And then right through here, I think I wouldn't mind doing commercial, but I think it should probably be residential. Okay, this is where I'm going to pull in the district. from Dean Hills right into here. And then right over in here as well. And then I think a majority of this block. Yeah, I'm gonna need to be really careful. And like again, I don't really mind if like it's a bit skewed. But I just don't want every single house being the like the modern kind of style. So like this is where I'm going to need to be really careful because I don't want to mess up too much. Okay, so I think we're good there then. I left that bump out right here on purpose so we can doesn't look like it's so rigid. Okay, so we got that in place. The elder care facility is really nice. Let's get a sauna in here as well. Why not? Because saunas are pretty cool. I also think they look really nice in like a downtown sort of feel. So right there is actually a really good spot for it. Okay, and I think we're good on this side. So now that we've kind of gotten everything in, let's add those trees back in. Really helps kind of fill it out, you know, make it seem separate as well. Okay, so we got that in place. We got fire, we got healthcare. Post office, I believe there's already a post office in the city. There is. Okay, so we're good there then. We don't need anything with that. Parks, then I think is the last thing we really need. We have sports stadiums already, but why can't we get like another park in here, right? So why don't we go with this large park right here, and then let's grab that dirt path, and we can the same path that's being used for this asset, and we can kind of just use this to kind of create a bit of wrong thing, to create a bit of a larger park. Just like that, and then we can grab this, connect it up right there. And we said that this one, we're gonna start getting some pathways up this hill, right? So we said we're gonna get a bit of a hiking path somewhere. So why don't we try and just kind of start looking at getting a hiking path up here. And we'll just kind of swing it all the way back down the hill. Oh, I mean, this would be a nice hike, wouldn't it? And then we'll swing it all the way back down, and we'll connect it up to like a hiking trail. Stop right here, but not like a nature reserve. I don't think we really need that. And then we'll get this path running behind in these trees through here. That's pretty nice. And we'll come right down past the cemetery here, and we'll connect up. And we'll continue kind of running around the neighborhoods. Yeah, I like kind of just doing these paths because I think it really just kind of adds a little bit to the feel of the town. You know, a lot of it seems rather empty to me sometimes. So especially, you know, a not very detailed map like this map is that I made. So yeah, okay, there we go. And then now that we have some residential demand back, let's just look at filling this in again. I think I can just use this one now. We can just kind of click them all in. And again, with these nature or with these self-sufficient buildings, I don't mind just kind of clicking them in. Usually I'm a bit more picky with how the housing blocks kind of are, but yeah, I don't mind it with these ones because there's some pretty cool shapes that can happen. Some pretty cool buildings and stuff. Let's go with a bit of a fence through here. Let's just go with the nature reserve fence, and let's turn off our guidelines. That's always good to do. And ooh, I think I turned them on. And we'll just bring this down and around. We'll just try and just, you know, kind of clear off the highway here. Yeah, okay. That works. What's going on over here now? Yeah, that looks good. Throw it to 3-speed. We need more residential in this area, so let's just fill it in now. Okay, I'm gonna need to actually be a bit more picky over here than I was expecting to. Everything else is good. Okay, and then we'll get some housing right through here, and then right through here we can do that, and then right there, and then on this one as well. I'll just clear out, and then we can get some path connections. Yeah, and we'll do something like this. Okay, we'll add some trees and stuff, so there's no worries there. All right, so you know, I think we added most things that I wanted to for Dean Flats, and you know, there's lots of, you know, jobs available too. Still, take that out. So this will bump up in popularity. I think we probably need another park in here. So if we look at our leisure or even our land value, that will also be a good tell. Oh, there's lots of land value through here. So this is actually quite good. It's over here that actually might be the more concerning aspect. So let's get a dog park, and we'll add the dog park right here, right at the end. So that maybe you can take your dog to the park and you can walk them up the trail, should you like, you know. Maybe we can get another one right there as well. That might be good. And then why don't we get just a bit more housing right here. Okay. So yeah, that looks pretty nice. I think we got pretty much everything, all the basics in, you know? Yeah, okay, we're good over here. I don't think we need anything like that. Yeah, I think we're in the clear, folks. Okay, so now that we got that in place, we'll add the trees back in, but right over here I want to add that little hiking trail. So what we can do is just grab any old road, really. Let's go with an industry road, actually, though. Or a dirt road. Let's go with the dirt road. And right here, we'll just get a bit of a bump off like this. And then we'll have like a fence. Let's turn our guidelines off. That's always helpful. A fence right here, just like that. And then we'll have another one here, just like that. And then let's grab this path, connect it up like that. There we go. And why don't we get okay, never mind. Let's yeah, let's do this. So I'm gonna grab some of these outhouses. Where's the front? This is the front. Okay. So we're gonna have 2, 3. Yeah, that's great. And then we'll have a bit of a parking lot right there. Let's go with a smaller one. Let's go 4 by 2 by 5, 4 by 2. That's perfect. I'll have it right here. Oh, you know what? Let's actually rotate it this way. Let's do it the other side because I want the light on this side. Okay, maybe this should be a dirt road then. Why don't we make it that industry road that we suggested. So I think I actually edited this one to not have anything on it. It's a little bit nicer. All right, so a couple outhouses. You park your car here. You can go walk your dog off the hill, and then why don't we get rid of these falls here? It's really nice, actually. Let's just get one of these outlooks. I'm sure we could have just made it like a nature reserve, and that would have been fine. But I think this is cool. Okay, so we had to make it a park, anyways. Just try and follow the pathway itself. Right into here. All right, we'll call it Dean Trails. Or actually Dean Hills. I think Dean Hills was an auto-generated name that we liked. Dean Trails, okay. And yes, let's get a lookout right here. Area must have a main gate. Okay, all right. Looks like we're making a nature reserve, folks. Right at the end of the episode. I'll have a bit of a side gate here then. Okay, let's just delete this fence. There we go. It's free to enter though. Sorry, game. We're not gonna make you go through the gate. Let's go ground level. Oh, holy cow! What the heck? Let's just try to level out the ground, I guess. We'll smooth it out. All right. Hopefully no one actually uses that. And you know, it remains free, but now that we have that side gate, I'm sure we could, you know, we could also just edit the park so that's free. And I'll do that momentarily, but let's go with this one right along the edge of the waterfall. It's very cool. Be cool to go to and look out. What other cool features are up here? I think like right at the top of this hill here, we could get like a lookout from the nature reserve. You know, if this gets to level 2 ever, I mean, that's cool with me. So we'll get one of those. And then over here, why don't we get a smaller one? Very nice. All right, just, you know, something really simple. And then what we'll do is we'll just turn up the size of this brush. And we'll just try and fill in the trees around Dean Trails. All right, very nice. So, you know, we've added a lot to this town. It's growing up. We still have some demand going, but I hope the land value is going okay. This park isn't helping as much as I was hoping it would, but it looks like it's getting a bit lighter. I mean, this area is looking fantastic, so maybe we could even start looking at gentrifying this area a little bit. And what we'll do is we'll go into Dean Hills here, and oh, you know what? Let's just grab Dean Hills, which is right here. And is this high-rise ban? Sweet, it's already on. Okay, so we already prepared some gentrification of this town. So let's grab right here, delete this, and then why don't we grab these houses here, and we'll just make them all high density. Any other housing lots that might want to be high density? Yeah, these ones. All right, so we'll just encourage it and just delete them. All right, very nice. So hopefully they come in. We can even, since we have some time actually, we can even be a bit picky with them. So it looks like we're using some pretty large lots here. So we just go 4x4, and we can choose a couple smaller looking ones. That one. Okay, since it's started to look a little bit larger, let's try and clean this up by removing a space on either side. And let's take a quick peek at maybe some 3x3s here, because I think there's some cool Art Deco ones in this one. Yeah, this one, I really like this building. And then why don't we get a different styled one? That one's a bit boring. That one's too modern. That one's too tall. Let's go back with this one again. Looks like we got some repeating patterns then, which is pretty cool. All right, and we'll make these ones historical so they don't change. I think I click this one in. Okay, very nice. And then we'll come over into this side, and we'll go with a 2x3. Which I was hoping to have a bit more. This one's way too tall, you know? Okay, that's nice. And then we'll do a 3x2. Okay, that one's fine. And then we'll do a 2x2, which this one is perfect. And I was hoping to actually use this one multiple times. So let's delete whatever this one is going to be. And we'll put this one back. Okay, and then we'll make these ones historical. I'll come over here, I'll make these ones historical as well. Alright, so we just kind of just boosted the town population a little bit. And, you know, it's always good. We can even add some parking in here as well. Let's go with some smaller ones, 4x2. We need 2x something. 2x8, 2x4. I wonder if this is going to delete it. It's not. Okay, that's very nice. I'm glad that we can squeeze this parking in. I think we had a 1 by something too, didn't we? No, it needs to be 1 by 5 or 1 by 4 in order to fit properly. Let's actually just try it. Let's plop it down, and we'll just rearrange it. Why not, right? So we'll plop it down over here, and then we'll just grab it, and I'll flip it around like this. And then, why don't we get like a, so we have some space over here. This is for this random helicopter pad. So why don't we just swing this around like this. We get some extra parking over here, and then we can also get some extra housing over here as well. Just like that, and then we can get some more over here as well. All right. I think that turned out pretty nicely, folks. I rather enjoyed this build today. I love doing the small town kind of vibes. I know we added in some taller buildings, but they're not that tall. And, you know, every town needs some high density. And look at all the people coming, looking to leave. This is awesome. Is this train stuck or something? I don't know. But, yeah, I mean, this will all fill out. I'm surprised that it actually hasn't filled out even farther. I mean, look at the land value. That's fantastic. That's fantastic value for what it is. We could even look at adding in that library just to really boost. But, I mean, the library coverage is right here, and we're good. So we're probably fine. I think we're looking at fire coverage is the only one that we might need to add in. Yeah, why don't we get this fire watchtower over here? That will help out. Dean Trails. No one's visited. I mean, through the gate, I guess. But yeah, okay, so that's Dean Hills, folks. I rather enjoyed this build. I guess we didn't actually look at filling out the end here behind the retirement center. So why don't we just quickly look at completing this. Okay, and then let's turn node snapping back on again. Just a simple little path behind, you know? Just to really kind of blend it all together, and then we can even just connect up right into here as well. And then why don't I just add in a privacy fence kind of feel right here. And I think this will help out a lot, actually. And we can continue it just a little bit farther. All right. Well, you know, I think this turned out rather nicely. We have the town of Dean Hills. We got the shopping center in the background. Let's get a nice little picture for the screenshot here. So yeah, I hope you had a lovely day, folks. And just because this is the screenshot, I just need to really clean this up really quickly. There we go. Okay. Hope you had a lovely day, folks, and I'll talk to you back in Fort Prairie on on Monday's episode. And yeah, have yourselves a lovely weekend. Thank you very much for watching. This was a lot of fun. I rather enjoy these small town builds, and you know, more of these to come in the future. Especially this like more modern suburb kind of additional suburb kind of vibe. I really liked it. I don't think I've ever really used this asset, so yeah, I liked it. It was a fun day. I hope you had a good time. Talk to you Monday. Peace out.